The Wild Robot is getting a sequel. Yep, you heard me. DreamWorks is finally starting to cook. The Wild Robot made a surprising impact. No one expected an animated film about a metal box in the wild to be so good. Or at least I didn't. I watched the movie with very low expectations, but it turned out to be really good. And it looks like I wasn't the only one because it's a massive hit at the box office. I think their budget was around $80 million and they made more than $200 million. If only I made $200 million. Moving on. DreamWorks, noticing the demand, officially greenlit a sequel. The director Chris Sanders has confirmed he's ready to return for another Wild Robot movie. Now, if you're familiar with The Wild Robot, you'll know that it's based on Peter Brown's book with the same name. Roz, the protagonist, is a shipwrecked robot on an uninhabited island. She learns to survive in the wilderness, building unlikely friendships with animals and even starting to question her purpose. Roz is not your typical hero. She's out there with the personality of a light bulb, just silently observing her surroundings. Trees, rocks, giant bears trying to eat her, and she survives. Not because she's a genius, but because she has one simple strategy: befriend every animal on the island. In a nutshell, The Wild Robot was so good because it made us care about a metal box in the wilderness who treats every raccoon and goose like it's family. It's like The Jungle Book, just there's no jungle, there's no tiger trying to kill you, and Roz wasn't raised by wolves. Okay, maybe that was a shit example. The sequel will probably follow the second book, called The Wild Robot Escapes. Yep, they're sending Roz out into the world, and who knows what kind of mess she'll get herself into this time. In the first movie, she was out there surviving predators and building her robot resume. But escaping? That sounds like Roz might finally realize, hey, maybe living with a bunch of animals who think I'm a microwave isn't the dream life. So, what can we expect from the sequel? Who knows? If it follows the book, you're in for a wild ride. The Wild Robot Escapes picks up right after Roz's first adventure on the island. This time, Roz, our favorite nature-loving robot, gets ripped away from her peaceful life on the island, where she was living her best robot Bambi lifestyle. She's been reprogrammed, memory wiped, and shipped off to a human farm where she's supposed to be a glorified tractor or something. But Roz isn't about to sit around baling hay and feeding cows for the rest of her robot days. At the farm, Roz starts remembering snippets of her old life. Ducklings, raccoons, that bear who kept charging her. So instead of doing her chores like a good robot, she starts plotting her escape. But of course, it's never that simple. With the help of some new animal friends, because Roz's number one skill is convincing animals she's cool, Roz stages a breakout. She's got to navigate a whole human world, which is not gonna be an easy task. I can't spoil the whole movie, or at least the book. I'm sure they'll go with the storyline of the book though, as they almost exactly copied the first book of the series. But that's it for now. I do hope you liked this video. Make sure to like and subscribe, and hopefully we'll meet you in the next one.